Hello everyone, it's been a while since we last saw each other. Okay, I hope you can still remember what we did on Scratch. But in any case, don't worry, we will try to catch up the best that we can. Okay, so welcome to lesson 3 of game making with Scratch. Today we're going to look at two sprite movements, gliding and spinning. So let's get started. This is our schedule for today. We're going to start by learning about the two actions, gliding and spinning. And we're going to learn how we can animate that in Scratch. Okay? On your own afterwards, you can watch the videos that Miss Claire has uploaded on eCampus. So I will teach you how you can do your project from the start to the end. If you're okay with it, you can start to do your own projects. Two of them, gliding and spinning. Okay? Once you are done with your gliding and spinning project, I need you to go back to eCampus ITHBL page, do a short reflection. So at least Miss Claire knows that you follow the lesson well. Okay? All right, let's continue. Today we're going to learn about two sprite movements, gliding and spinning. So let's start with gliding first. So class, if you remember in lesson 2 of Scratch, we did a flying and a running sprite, right? Now, in those two codes, we use a simple change X or change Y block. Okay? For change X block, it helps you to move horizontally, left to right or right to left. Okay? And with this block, your movement looks a bit like this. So take a look at the video on the left. This is how moving horizontally looks like. Okay, change X by, question mark means a number. Okay, as you notice, the movement is a bit like a robot, right? Very robotic, very static. Okay, now what about gliding? Let's take a look at the video on the right. It's a lot smoother, and you notice that our sprite can go diagonally and horizontally and vertically as well. Okay, so everyone, today for gliding, we're going to use a different block. This is a glide block. Glide how many seconds to X position and Y position. So all the question marks are numbers that you need to add in later. Okay, so this is gliding that we're working on today. Now the next action that we're looking at is spinning. Okay, now your sprite on Scratch can rotate in two directions. That follows a clock. First one is clockwise, following a clock. So this is the code that we need. Turn how many degrees and check the arrow. Okay, the arrow tells you which direction. Other than clockwise, there's also opposite, anti-clockwise. Okay, opposite the turning of the clock. So for this, the code is similar. It's a turn block, but always check the position of the arrow. Okay, the arrow is a bit different. All right. So these are the codes we're using today, and what are we going to use them for? Two projects. Number one, we're going to create a gliding bat on Scratch. So for this gliding bat, we're going to add a woods backdrop. We're going to add a bat sprite, and we're going to set a starting position for the bat before we move it and add the glide block. Okay, and then we're going to repeat, move the bat, add a glide block. Move the bat, add a glide block. Okay, and of course, if you want this action to keep repeating, just put a loop or forever to repeat the code. Okay, so if you want a better explanation of this project, watch my demonstration video for gliding bat later. Okay, second project, there's music here. We're going to create spinning Beetles. So we're going to add a chorus backdrop and some Beetles. Okay, we're going to add one Beetles sprite first. Okay, on one of the Beetles sprite, we're going to add a spin block to make it spin, which is the turning block. Add a color change, so some extra things. Loop the code, add a repeat or forever. And we're going to duplicate the Beetles sprite. Copy 1 and 2, make 3 different copies. Finally, we're going to add music behind, so that it's a nice way to end your project. Okay? So for your activity today, okay, from now you can go and watch my videos on how you can do your projects. Once you're done watching the videos, okay, you need to go to Scratch, create your gliding and spinning projects, finish, save work, sign out of Scratch, go back to eCampus, do your short reflection. All right? Okay, see you next week. Have fun.